You didn't suck, Tony.
I get the feeling Tony's done that before. Many times for us, and she is greatly appreciated. Unfortunately, there are some other centers who are poaching our talents. Mr. Questley. So, good morning.
Good morning.
This just has a different feel to it today. I don't know what it is. Something big going on, I guess, you know. By the way, in case there's anybody out there in Zoom land or whatever, people don't know me, I get up in here and talk all the time and never tell you who I am. It's not because at my age I forget. It's just that...
But it could be.
It could be. I forgot who I am and I don't know what to tell you. Reverend Neil Pickman, and I am just thrilled to be here today. We'll get to our opening and the welcome and everything, but I was reminded this morning, and many of my friends who have spent a lot more time in a synagogue than I have, or in Judaism, but I do remember going to Seder's, and one of the lines that they would say at a Seder, if I recall, is, "Why is this day different than all others?" And I know that question gets asked. Well, it's different. It's a beautiful occasion, and it's the birth as well. So, say it with me. I want to welcome everybody to the Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, where we are an open and affirming science of mind community, where the wisdom of love lifts you, the wisdom of the ages inspires you,
and the science of
mind teaching empowers you. We believe that powerful states of consciousness that you experience in this lifetime, and that you are the architect of the world, and it's never too late to know the true happiness. Thank you, Don Lee. We say that all the time, and it's so true. I want to thank Don Lee for doing our Science of Mind Everyday Sunday. And at the same time, I want to thank all the people who facilitate that for us. It's a wonderful experience and a great education. So, if you are a pledging member, keep in mind that after this today at 12:15, we will start our annual meeting right here in this room. We will stay on target. We will be efficient, and we will be out of here by 2 p.m. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know whether I was convincing you or me, but it is done. So, there's probably a lot of words spoken today, and none of them are good enough. They say you can say what it is, that's not it. And we're going to let today speak for itself with a lot of good music and a lot of good friends. We're going to now turn this over to the musicians once again to do our opening chant, and then Reverend Michelle to do the opening treatment.
You are the face of kindness. I hold you in my arms. You are a part of me. You are the face
Having trouble
of
hearing.
love.
No, I turned the volume
You
up
are
here.
the face of
But then turn it
love.
on the mic. There's a volume control.
I hold you
Is that the
in
one that says
my
gain, or
arms.
does it say volume? Gain.
You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my arms.
It's up all the way. It is?
You
Now
are
it
the
is. It's up 3/4 of the way. Oh, okay.
You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I
there is one glorious activity, and it's good, and it's love, and it's possibility. And I declare and ask you to declare with me that today is the most glorious day of my life.
Today is the most glorious day of my life.
Because I am the place where love resides.
Because I am the place where love resides.
How could that not be the sweetest sonnet that we ever speak to ourselves? I bless this celebration today. I bless our musicians, our members, our board members, our practitioners, our choir. I bless my family and my grandchildren and all who are here. And I trust that this good activity by means of our minds and our heart and the very breath that we breathe, let every breath be a breath of accepting our good, our ordained birthright. There is nothing outside of this, even when it seems like it is. Even in that moment. Oh, sweetness. Let us just open our minds and our heart and allow good and very good to find us right where we are. For this day, for this moment, for this 22 years, I'm so grateful. And I surrender this word and I allow it to be so. I surrender it to law, I surrender it to love, and I surrender it to the awe of life itself. And so it is.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of God.
For the last 21 years, 22, we have been following one person, but essentially we've been following love, and that's what this song is about. I will follow love with my heart and soul. I will give my life to the way that I must go. I will give my heart, and our fears will hide. With a mighty love, only peace will find. Love, save me. Love, raise me. With a holy view, I know what to do. Love is born anew. Love, save me. Love, raise me. With a holy view, I know what to do. Love is born anew. to the way that I must go. I will give my heart,
Why are they having trouble?
and our fears will hide
I don't know.
with a mighty
Not
smile.
much we can do right now.
Only peace will find. Love saved me.
Maybe I need to put the
Love
That was
raised me with a holy view. I know what to do.
one here
Love
right
is
now.
born anew.
Sound says there's no picture. Just
Love
Oh, really?
no one in the sound.
saved
Oh, it's
me.
just to you. Okay, let's see.
Love raised me with a holy view. I know what to do. Love is born anew.
If I turn it onto the circle, I'll get the
With a
460.
holy
Maybe that would
view, I
That's
know
what it's supposed to be
what
able
to
to do.
do. Love is born anew.
Tell them to turn off their volume on their computer.
All right, we're trying to get some better sound for those out there online. So, thank you. Now, we have the reading of our affirmation, which I just put in the chat for those online, and which we have today, last day of January, last Sunday of January. Our January affirmation is on the handouts. If you would please read along with me. I am unstoppable because I am a powerful, potent, and amazing being, bringing truth, joy, and conviction of principles everywhere I go. Every breath I take is an affirmation of my connection to the One, and this One reminds me of my value every day, every way. Oh yes, I am also the presence of love. I speak it, I ponder it, and I surrender it into the love that created me. This year is my year, the year that my heart sings, that my body gets and remains healthy, that prosperity surrounds me, and the year that I feel fully and wonderfully expressed in the most amazing and wonderful ways, and so it is. I don't know whether this works any better for those out there on Zoom, but we're having a problem. There's a mic connection here that's not working properly. Let me know if anything works better, folks, and we'll do our best. All right, so we don't normally introduce this person. But since it is her last time speaking this morning as our spiritual leader, I'm going to keep it simple. Reverend Dr. Michel's been asked to speak at the conference we'll be at in 3 weeks down in Charleston, South Carolina, for the Centers for Spiritual Living. And her topic is fierce love. No better words. Reverend Dr. Michel.
I have to leave this open here, right, Neil? I have to leave the computer open, right? Okay. Everybody keeps asking me if I'm okay. I want you to know I am okay. I am. What I love most about leaving is that I'm leaving with love. I'm leaving on the wings of love. I'm leaving intact and not because I'm ill, because I'm sick, because I can't do the job anymore, or because you don't want me. Nobody wants to leave under those conditions. I have, the name of today's talk is Use Me. And I am going to tie it together with the whole month, but I think that that is probably one of the best prayers that we can speak every moment of every day, is to say, Spirit, what's mine to do? Use me. And so we started out the month with the thing itself. We started with the canoe sitting on the stream, with the canoe on the side, with the oar. We remembered last week that there's one oar, not two. That the oar was there, and we were looking at it like life was happening to us, and we couldn't figure out how to get downstream when the canoe was there and the oar was there. And then in the second week, we realized that by me means, oh, I can do something about this. So we took the canoe, we put it in the water, and we took the oar. Unfortunately, though, we were paddling really fast upstream against the flow. And then last week, something dawned on us. We said, oh, it can happen through me. So last week, we remembered to turn the canoe around, although we were still paddling. But now at least we're paddling downstream. Anybody who's ever really been in the water in this way knows exactly what I'm talking about. This is very real. This week is about taking the oar out of the water and allowing Spirit to guide you, move you, ordain you, inspire you, for you to get the hell out of the way. Because in our little minds and our struggling minds and our have-to-do minds and our ego, we think we know what to do. We think we know how to do it. And I'm here to tell you, you don't. At least not alone. Not alone of yourself. But there is this other part, there is this place where we get to avail ourselves, and it, by any names, I know we use a lot of G words this morning, but that G word could be spirit, it could be life, it could be love, it could be energy, it could be universe, whatever resonates with your heart. And that thing that is everywhere present, has its way with you when you say, use me. Use me. So how do we figure out how to be used? And one of the things that is most important, and I really want to say this, especially with all my sons and their women and their children in the room, the thing that's so critical is that we question everything. I'm begging you more than ever before on January 28th, 2024, with AI, what it is. No kidding. Question everything. Question everything you see, question everything you read, question every advertisement, question everything, question your own thinking, question your own righteousness. Because just when you think you know what to do, and you think you know what's right, and you think you have a handle on it, you're going to be squeezing, and what's going to happen is you're going to squeeze the life out of it, but you won't have a handle on it. To have a handle on it, we actually have to let go of it. Right? You know what I mean? You have to let go. You have to trust. And it's not easy. Life is really, oh man, there's some stuff going on. But yet, when we decide that we are of the value that we were ordained to be, we have a greater opportunity to bring the gift of our own being. Each of you has a gift. Some of you do it in your work. Some of you do it as healing arts. Some of you do it as mommy, as daddy, as grandma, as therapist. You do it sometimes as friend. There is every single one of us needs to grab hold of a hand next to us, because if anything the planet needs right now, it needs us, and it needs us holding hands. It needs us doing our work. It needs us making a difference. Every single one of us. Every one of us. When I have my grandchildren, who are here somewhere, when I have my grandchildren, every day, and I love that, even Nellie knows this now, we get into the car just like we did this morning, and I've taught you this, so now you know the response. We're on our way, and they say, for a very fine day. Let's try that. We're on our way for a very fine day. What a great way to teach our children to make a decision. And I've told this story before, and I've told the story when one time William would say, well, I have a poopy day. And I say, okay, William, you can have a poopy day. But Lila wants to have a good day. That's how we teach. We teach by being, and I love, and I know that parenting is not easy. God knows I failed in many ways. For all my errors. I apologize. I'm looking at all of you. For all my errors, I apologize. However, I watch my daughter-in-law, and she has this magical way of not making her children wrong. I've learned so much by watching her. I'm a better grandmother by watching her as a mother. We have that tendency, and come on, own it with me, we just love to make things right and wrong, don't we? We love those categories. We love to bitch, moan, and complain, and judge. And even as much as I've been talking about for 22 years, if I was here for another 22, I'd still be reminding you to do it. It's the human nature. It's just our human nature. And I'm not even going to call it bad. I will just say, do you want to live the effects of that cause that you set in motion? It's cause and effect. It's humbling to know that I've been given a pulpit to have an impact. But it doesn't matter if I have this pulpit. What matters is, what are you taking home every day? What do you take home in your homes? What do you take home in your worlds, on your jobs? What do you take home to your other churches and your temples and wherever you go? That's what matters. I'm here today to say to you, please let yourself be used. Hey, Lila, in my bag over there's a pack of papers I need one of. Is there a pack of papers over there? Keith, give me that, what I gave you before, honey. Yes, in back of it, Keith. Seth, I mean. Got it. Yes, thank you. What I ask of you is that you let yourself be used. You have to allow it. And sometimes I think we hold back because we don't think we have anything to offer. Anybody sometimes make that mistake in thinking you don't have that much to offer? It's a lie. That's a lie. And I sometimes I amuse myself. Often I amuse myself, actually. This is my list of thank yous that I wrote out. Many of you are here. You let Spirit use you, and so you had impact with me and here, and then together we had impact, further impact. And I'm going to actually read a lot of this list. And I'm starting with Joe and Marcy Schneider, who without the two of you, where'd you go? Without the two of you, this center would not exist, because they financially carried us for the first couple of years. I want to thank, if you clap that long, we'll be here for a while. I want to thank Celine Fitzpatrick, who did a little bit of everything, even when she didn't know what she was doing. She just kept trying to figure it out, and her roles were numerous and all over the place. Thank you, Celine. Donald Day! For being the sweeper, the shoveler, the hugger on the board, and your generosity. Your generosity. I said the hugger. Didn't I say the hugger? The sweeper, the shoveler, the hugger. Because let me tell you, we were at the center at 662 Eagle Rock, and there was, I don't know, 18 inches of snow, and I was supposed to do a workshop. And he showed up before me, and together we shoveled the sidewalks. He mostly did it. I'm not stupid. I know that most of you come because of him. One time at a rally, I might have been found, and he finished singing the song, and he was weepy, and I was weepy, and I walked up to him and I said, thank you. He said, no, thank you. I said, no, thank you. And that's when you know you have a good relationship, when every person in the relationship thinks they got the better part of the deal. That's how you know it's a valuable relationship. Please take time to share gratitude with everybody you know, everybody in your world, really, on a regular basis. Jerry Wade, without you, wait, hold on, you can clap a second. Without you, you made us raise our standard of music, and you put your money where your mouth was, and we are who we are today because of you, Jerry Wade. Thank you. But Ty and Jerry don't come without Richard Cummings. This man has driven through tunnels and bridges and ridiculousness and hours of traffic so that y'all can be inspired by the tinkling he does of those keys. I don't think he's on today. Our beloved Ray Atkins, his mother just passed away, so I'm sure he's doing what he needs to do. But beloved Ray and his sweet sound, and the very first Phoenix Rising, when we offered, or Phoenix Shedding, when we offered a blessing to everyone, and he sat for like 45 minutes playing the guitar so I could bless people, and everybody left and they closed the door, and I turned around and Ray is sobbing because of the feeling in the room. That was Ray. So we love you, Ray. Kathy Duca, for bringing Marianne Williamson to us, for putting us on the map, for your dedication, and for coming back. Thank you. Reverend Dr. Elaine DeMars. For all the prayers, for catching me, for crying with me, for an incredible outreach program, for being on the board. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Some people who aren't here, but I want to thank them. These are people who have been on the board over the years. And Ingrid Betancourt, Olga LeBron, Yvette Mendez, Beth Bachman, Reverend Elaine Bourne, Reverend Brian Jude Piakowski, Marilyn Truchell, David Schwartz, Giovanna Canu, Sal Carino, Purple, Mo Debrino, Dina Fraser Bay, Antonia Banowitz, Frank Friched, Dana Mark, and Edward Sunwolf. Did I forget anybody? Now, there's some people who are currently on the board. Did I forget any people who are not here? I think I got that pretty good. All right, thank you. Bill and Marilyn Sarnowski. Marilyn dragged her husband here because she had a glimmer of some kind of possibility. And together with food and care and decorating and teaching classes and loving me and coming to my home and feeding me Once during Sandy for a week, Seth and I infiltrated their downstairs so we could, because we had no heat in the house. Thank you. For the first 5 years we functioned in my home, the office was on one side, the admin was on one side, then we had another office. For 5 years, my sons, Seth and Keith, had to tolerate all of the stuff, the people, the meetings, the gatherings, the newsletters. They gave up their privacy of their home. Not that I asked them, really, but they did it gracefully. And I thank you. Thank you. For Lila and Will and Annalise, Annalise, no, I'm still getting it confused. My grandchildren who give me reason to breathe. Donnie Barnes, who for 22 years has been creative and danced and spoke and came up with ways for us to get a lesson across that I of myself could not do. I thank you. Jude Scott's not here, but Jude, how many moments did Jude do her sacred, it's not belly dancing, I know it's not that, I always forget what the word is, but that dance, that sacred dance, and when she was done, I'd be in tears crying. For the One Voice Choir, for Pete's sake, every single one of you. Perez, you were with us for about a minute and we put you to work. A minute, like you were here a minute and you graciously just said, sure, I'll do it, and created the most dramatic, beautiful, oh my God, celebration for our 15th anniversary. Thank you. Thank you for that. My beloved, she was tough, Tony Hamilton. For speaking, for singing, for prayers, and she was not a pushover. I had to earn my way into her heart, right? And now we have that with each other. Thank you. She's been checking in with me for the past couple of weeks, and even last night she says, "You okay? You okay?" Thank you for that. For Annette, for Nettie, and for Cindy Odell for taking on our Psalm Sunday. Some of the stuff is current, it's not all old. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Joel, for Tinos, for everything. For being who you are, for bringing the teaching, for he tried to sneak in. He didn't really want to be seen. How could you not see this man? His light glows so brightly. Thank you. Joe Christiana. And by the way, some of these people have other things. Some of them have also been on the board, but there's only so many things I could mention. Mostly for your friendship, more than anything else. You've done so much, you've been on the board, you've done teams, you've done blah, 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 blah. Mostly for your friendship. I thank you. And for somebody who's not here, but will be for the party, is Jessa Nichols. Are you in here somewhere, Jessa? Ah, there you are. When I was pregnant with my third son, she was the first person that I told, and it was not in a great situation. The person standing before you is not who I was 27 years ago. But Jessa just looked and cried with me. So she's caught me for all these years when I've cried and when I've celebrated. And Jessa, I love you dearly, and I thank you. For every board member who's on the board now, which is Edna and Ty and Andrew and Joe Schneider, again, this is like Joe's third or fourth time on the board, for Regina McLaughlin for returning to our board, for finding this location, thank you. If you happen to have been here at the very first celebration, would you stand? There's not many of you left, but if you were here for the very first celebration, October 6th, there's not many of you, one, two, a few, okay. You were here. Not only were you here, you used to light the candle every Sunday. We threw you in the middle of everything. So they were my humble beginnings, and I thank you. I'm very sensitive to the idea of nepotism. I'm very careful about it. Wait. Before, everyone who is a practitioner or whoever was a practitioner who went on from being a practitioner to being a minister, bless you. Thank you. Thank you. And I see in the back, Marilyn Truchell and Dave Schwartz and Joe again, of course, and who else? Well, the practitioner, Patricia, you're all the way in the back, and Lori, who's a practitioner, brought the entourage from Morristown. Thank you, Morristown, for being here. Where are my other practitioners? Yep, and Elaine and Tony, and we're good over here. Nope, okay, what? Reverend Evelyn, I already thanked her. And Beth, Beth was a practitioner. Where's Ed?
Right over here, quiet.
Ed! Well, the Capiellos, for thousands of times of giving us food. Oh my God! For all the people who ever took care of our children, we started with somebody who's not here. She moved away. Susan Sephoric. Was she not an angel? Mary Riley, Mary Carney, anyone who ever took care of our children. Thank you to the Mo DeBrito. She might even be here, Mo DeBrito. And for Kevin Kraft, who walked in on stilts. My husband. You have no clue. This is it might look glorious. It's hard. This is a hard job. It's hard. It's hard because to be in a state of love all the time, while also trying to manage disappointment or upset. This is an emotional roller coaster waiting to happen, and anybody who becomes a minister is out of their minds. But my husband held my hand and took care of me, and when I couldn't see through the clouds, he saw through them for me. And I did too much. I diminished his compliments too often. But without him, this past few years, especially since COVID, I could not have done it. I could not have done it. Thank you, my love. And I didn't say this before, but Lee, for making us look like we know what we're doing with our website and design. We all had an opportunity we all have opportunities to make a difference. Some of you have been members a long time, and I'm begging you to turn and ask the leadership, which is Neil and Joe and Ty and Edna and Andrew and Regina, turn to them and say these words, use me. Use me. Because you got something in you that cannot be replaced by anyone else. And this planet needs this place to succeed. It needs this place to succeed. It might change form. It might change form. It might. But as long as it comes, if it's birthed from love, it will be perfect. Let yourself be used. Let your light be bright. Let your life have meaning. Let your wisdom be shared, and let your love be fierce. Because when we free love to be, and I know you're in here. Clive. Clive came first as a consultant. And then we hired him for sound, and then he just weaseled his way into our hearts, and we never let go of him. Thank you, Clive. Thank you. That's the problem with making a list, because, even though he's on the list, but you make a list and you forget somebody. Let your love make a difference. That is not even our phone. We have no idea who belongs to it. It was found in the bathroom. So if somebody can shut that phone off, that'd be great. So here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to stand, if you will, for a moment, and just turn and look into the eyes of some people. You don't have to hug them. You don't have to do anything unless you want to. But please be seen and see the people around you. Please see and be seen by the people around you. Stand up, boys. Michael Sarnowski, get up. Just look around, just to be seen. You're looking at the eyes of spirit. You're looking at love. Now, while you are standing, Lynette, you've been behind me. Oh my God, Lynette Shear. Lynette because of Donnie, because of the vagina monologues. That was a trip. I told Donnie I've never acted, I wanted to try my hand. She goes, oh, you should go in the monologues. She didn't tell me about memorization. And I'll give you one last thing to laugh at. She gave me this great little thing, and I had no one home to practice with it, so I had Seth reading lines with me. Do you remember that? That was a little weird, I gotta tell you. But Lynette, you came just on the moment, and then you started coming when you didn't need to come. And boy, your voice. You so much. So stand up again, hold hands with somebody, please. My grandchildren, I want you here. I want my grandchildren up front.
You're not grandchildren.
Hold my hand. Hold your brother's hand.
Blah, blah.
You can hold Penelope's hand. Everybody else is holding hands. That's good.
Yeah.
She's an adopted grandchild for the moment.
Thank you.
Know with me right here and right now that there is a power and a presence and a love. It is good, it is glorious, it is ebbing and flowing and moving in, through, and as each and every one of us. Can I pick you up? No. No.
No. No.
Precious beings of light, let us know that love is in charge. Let us know that love opens the doors, that love needs what needs to be healed, that love invites intimacy and authenticity. Let our dedication be to love, that indwelling possibility of good and very good. If you're willing to be the presence of love, simply say yes into the room.
Yes.
With a bounty of appreciation for everyone who's here, for all the good, I release this word for one last time to law, to love, and to the awe of life itself. And so it is.
And so it is.
I love you all. Thank you.
It feels good to see the podium.
I want to tell you something away from
Dr. Reverend Michelle, I chose this song for you, because the lyrics describe the love that you have demonstrated and battled for as a shepherd, a teacher, servant, vessel, and connector.
Believed in the big one. You are becoming inexorably. You will touch everyone, and everyone you touch will be changed. I believe you have the power to set the ocean on fire, for my heart, full of brine sometimes, still sparks when you reach for me. Leave what doesn't believe in you. Keep your heart free, your intentions clean, and when you stumble or dream, I want you to reach for me. And for those who can still close their eyes and believe in dreams and love and hope and grace and you. Thank you for believing.
Wait, do it on this side. Oh, I'm good,
And that's the lesson of turning the other cheek. There's a lesson in everything, folks, a lesson in everything. We're gonna do our conscious giving affirmation now. I'm gonna keep it simple. Thank you. We're here because of you. We're here because of the efforts of everybody, the giving that came from every part of you, from your brains to your minds, to your spirits, to your wallets. Thank you. We're gonna move forward. This isn't the end. It's the new beginning. Yes. We need that support. We need more support. We'll take it. This is a place where love resides. Fierce love. And thank you. All right, if you would, read with me now the conscious giving affirmation. I bless this gift that I give today. I give this gift from my heart, and I give it mindfully. May my gift go further to heal, prosper, and bless this center and all who enter. I accept all good that comes as a result of this flow, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is. So, I'm going to keep everything short here, because at 12:15 we start that annual meeting, but we do have other people to thank. And, one of the people I want to thank twice, and that's Mr. John Questlake. You guys may recognize this podium that came out of storage for today, and John made this, he designed it and made it. but also he arranged to get it down here today with his crew. So we'll.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
And as soon as we're done, anybody that wants to help me move down the hallway, I'll take the help. Well, we have another reason to thank John today, too, is that he is sponsoring this Sunday. John is Reverend Michelle's nephew, and he wanted to sponsor her last day. So thank you for sponsoring the day. He sponsored it so well, it's basically a few months' worth of sponsor, so thank you. Very nice. And this sponsoring the Sunday has worked out so well that it happens to be John today, but we have already, and we'll keep mentioning these names: Donnie Barnes, Kathy Duca, Giovanna Canoe, Edna Davey, Elaine Nice, Sal Carino, Dina Fraser Bay, Reverend Michelle, John Solomon. If I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. We have other people there. That's right, Regina and Marilyn, Marilyn Truchell, and we have other people online to do that, and it's really, really helped us get to where we are. So thank you for that. The only other things are, March 3rd, we get to have a party and celebrate Reverend Michelle there. So that is open online for you to register to attend. You have the option of giving a gift as well on that. So if you need any help with any of that, reach out to any of the board members or myself, and happy to do that. I think I'm going to keep it to that. Oh no, you're going to have the last word for sure.
The party's casual. Wear jeans. I mean it. I didn't want a big thing. I wanted to hang out with y'all. It's not about celebrating me, it's about celebrating us. So come to have fun and a few shots of tequila.
Tequila.
You gonna be there, Joel? And I do want to say to my son Michael, my son Keith, and my son Seth, because my sons and my family, their wives, their fiancés, thank you. Thank you for being here. I already thanked my grandchildren, but thank you, because without being grounded by family, this job would not work. I love you all. I thank you.
All right, we're going to wrap it up. I have no idea what they're doing, and I hope they do. So, but listen, I want to thank the choir. Beth, Richard, especially for today, but for every day. Thank you.
We invite you to stand as well as we rock it on out for the afternoon.
I love you 'cause I'm free. My name, my spirit, oh Lord.